Hey everybody, this is Way to Fail, back with more Scrolls Judgment, where I am in Game 3 of my set, and I get to go first this time. And I don't know who I'm playing against, it's Brandio. So hello Brandio, hope you are doing well today. Probably should have sacrificed my Skinner Zealot first instead, but I guess I'll get that next time. I get an Ether Pump and a Blast Strike, which is nice. Blast Strike plus Copper Automaton actually looks like a lot of fun. Well, maybe not a lot of fun, but 1 damage to a round is certainly nice. So this is going to be an order deck today, so that's always interesting to me to see kind of how I do against order. So I've played an energy deck so far. I played a growth deck. It'd be nice to kind of go through the cycle and see how that goes, because I'm 1-1 right now. I cleaned somebody's clock the first time around. I got my own clock cleaned the second time around, which I know someone would say, well, that's really polite of them to clean your clock. You should be thankful for that. But, well, I mean, that's just kind of how it goes at this point. So we're going to sack the Blast Strike. We're going to get a Copper Automaton, see if we can take out this guy early, because I just want to take out creatures as much as possible. Ducal Infantrymen may not look scary by themselves, but eventually they have a eventually they get worse. So there's a Mystic Altar, which is interesting. You can increase countdown of target by 2 and draw a scroll. I'm not really sure how I feel about that card, but let's see here. Let's go ahead and ditch the Destroyer, because I'd rather have active than passive tile deterrence. We'll possibly get the Destroyer out later, but I do want the Stormrunner out now, just so I can at least play with that, or if he pushes back, he pushes back. So there's a start at least, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I could have put him in the middle of the board and done a little bit better there, but Brandio sacrificing. There's a Ducal Skirmisher. And that's why we do it like this. Inferno Blast. Let's go ahead and sacrifice that. And let's top deck, kiddos. That's what we want to do. Alright, so Ether Pump down here for me, because there's less tiles for him to attack that row. So I am top decking at this point. This could be dangerous. We'll see. But I think at this round 5, I think it's okay to do that. So he's sacrificing for more scrolls, knowing that guy could possibly die. Now, unfortunately, let's see here. So, Metal Heart and Gravelock Raider. Metal Heart's nice. I guess I can move this guy right here, because unfortunately I can't move back and take this guy on. So we'll at least hit the altar where we can. Put this guy over here for at least some chump blocking potential. And I'll save the Metal Heart for a rainy day, because I only have 1 structure out, so there's not a great point in having it. So another down. Would love to be able to take out that Skirmisher as well, but for now he did get a little bit of card draw out of it from a card that he knew he was going to die, so that's not a terrible trade. But I guess you prefer not to do that if you can avoid it. So let's see, does he have something else here that'll let him protect himself? There's Fleetness. Okay, now Fleetness plus Ducal Skirmisher. Now that's a little terrifying, as we get an Aging Knight chump blocker in front. So that's a good combo there. That's where I kind of wish I did have my Violent Dispersal still. Okay, so this is going to just screw up my day just a little bit. Do get an Automata Forge. Let's see, nothing is really going to save me at this point. So let's go ahead. I think the best order of business right now is just to dodge. So we'll see if that is an option here, because that guy's going to be attacking every turn. And I'll put this guy behind him just because I can. So we'll see. At least he's still in a position to attack. I'm going to save the Copper Automaton. There's no great reason to have it right now, other than to potentially protect this. But if he's got to have something to do that. So Fleetness, really good card. If he has a focus to drop on this, that's going to be hilarious, and that means my Ether Pump isn't going to be able to do shit. But that's how that goes. So just got to remember, it's just a creature. I did get rid of my Violent Dispersal first turn, so I'm going to have to find some creative ways to deal with it. There's a Pother. I'm sure he was hoping to move that Stormrunner down, but even then he can move this guy into safety next turn. So protection there. The question now is, does he want to do 3 damage to my Ether Pump? He just got a lot of cards all of a sudden. He was down to 1 card, and now he has 2 more from the Mystic Altar there. So extra card draw. Pretty nice. in this setting. I would love it if you moved that guy up there, but doesn't seem to be happening. So Wing Soldier up top, Royal Infantryman. That pother was still good though, because it did get me out of the way just a little bit. So Siege Cracker or Copper Automaton. Oh, someone's saying he's spectating me right now. That's nice. Hello and welcome to the Thunderdome, where this guy is not going to be able to do anything. Alright, how do we want to play this? That thing's just going to die. We'll get rid of the Siege Cracker. And we will Inferno Blast. Probably here. And we will keep you all just a little bit more together. Once again, it would be really nice to be able to take this guy on. I could have played that better. We'll drop that there. Not the best use of that. But hey, it's energy. What do I know? So this guy's going to be attacking every turn. There's not a ton I can do about it. I'd love to have this guy in position to smack him around, but I don't, so he's not going to move this guy up. That would be bonkers to do that. Would love to have a blast strike right there, but there's another skirmisher. So he's targeting my structures, and this is where I guess my deck has some removal issues. At least I did get the card that I wanted. Because unfortunately, I could go up here, I could go down here. I actually don't think I need a... Well, the Automata Forge is going to be nice. That one may or may not die. Suddenly it's like, well, where's my plating? Plating wouldn't do me a ton of good here. So there's a Dust Runner up there. So let's go ahead and at least deal with this while we can. Should have dropped that somewhere down here. Oh well, at least I did take out 3 creatures with 1 card, so there's that. So that guy's gonna go kablooey, 5 damage. He's got to move this guy up at some point. He's gonna attack every turn. I'm gonna just keep direct damaging him. Right now he is trying to dodge my person here. So there's pushback on the Automata Forge, Blessing of Haste. So he's just going for it right now, and that's okay. Ether Pump as well. The Automata Forge is actually pretty vulnerable right now. Let's try something cute. So if we can give him a high value target here. Guess I'll get rid of the Ether Pump for now because they're not living very long. State Machine's actually going to be pretty nice here. We'll see if we can make that work. So I'll put the yeah, I guess I'll put the State Machine up here. Put the... Well, shit. That was a misclick if I ever... That was a misclick if I've ever seen it. There we go. Oh, well. So that's my mistake there. Could be a pretty devastating mistake, to be honest. Because I could have taken out that guy next turn, and now that's not going to be the case at all. But hey, there we go. When I get to make my own mistakes like that, it's almost like a choose-your-own-adventure crap hole. Whew. Well, there we go. How are we going to play this now? Guess we got fish for cards. Hope for something that I'm not going to get. Law Memorial is actually pretty useful. Can I pin these guys down? Well, with the Law Memorial, they'll still be able to eat him alive, so... We'll see about this. So there's 2 there. And we'll drop an Automata Forge as well. Figure what the hell. So yeah, my deck was working really nice first time around, but I got to be able to stay kind of ahead of the curve in terms of eliminating units, and right now I'm pretty far behind. That Fleetness is really screwing me up, as I said it would. And that's okay. That's quite okay. Thing is that I probably want to get a Metal Wonder out before too long. And I've got to make it work first. So there's Vigor Extraction. Oh, that's nice. So he gets some decay there as well. And Frostwind, so I'm gonna have to Blessing of Haste now, which is okay. So we're both showing off our splashes just a little bit. That is a 6 cooldown Automata Forge. That is like, I'm useless. Yes, you are. Oh goodness. That may have just screwed him a little bit though. Alright, so first move is obvious. Blessing of Haste. Thank you. Let's not screw this up, folks. And let's see here. Let's not get too fancy here. Let's Charge Coil down here. Because I have 5 resources left. Charge Coil here. Spark here. Board clear! Salvage that one. But that was more because he wasn't expecting the Blessing of Haste. So, but I'll still take it. I will still take it. So at least I have one creature on the board. I have him. He has a Mystic Altar. I guess he's going to up the countdown or something. So Frostwind again. So we're holding the hell onto that Violent Dispersal this time. And we'll get rid of the Ether Pump. 2 Inferno Blast. That's going to be just what the doctor ordered here. And we'll play the Metal Wonder up here. And while we're at it, I might as well give myself some opportunities to block around here. So we're saving that Violent Dispersal now. There's no question about that. This State Machine is really delaying his tempo just a little bit because I'm sure he's got things he wants to play, but they're all going to take 1 damage and then some at some point. So let's see. That State Machine's probably actually going to die next turn. I think that's how it works. When the cooldown hits 0, it dies. So am I actually delaying him from drawing right now? That would be nice. So there's a Mangonel. Does he have a Focus and a Speed? No, he just has a Frostwind, so he's just going to keep that up. Alright, so... well, we'll do it like this then, because he's just going to keep taking some idle damage there. I don't think we need 2 Inferno Blasts. See what else we can gather here. So let's go ahead and Spark the Mangonel. I don't even want to play with that. Let's go ahead and drop you here. Let's go ahead and drop you here. Actually, might as well move him up there. If he really is that inclined to Frostwind me again and again. We'll see how that goes. So there I go. I've gone from I have no control over the situation to at least I have a little bit of an inkling of control. But I guess at this point the issue now is there's a Vigor Extraction, so he really does not want that Automata Forge to do anything. And if that's the case, that's fine. I'm not gonna pump it up until I have excess energy. It'd be really nice to have a Solemn Giant, but okay, so he's increasing the cooldown of that. He is just trying to get what card draw he can, and that's fine. That's fair. Let's get rid of the Gravelock Raider. Get a second Dust Runner and a Raider anyway, so that's pretty nice. Go ahead and move you back 1. Play a second Dust Runner, just for some deterrence here. Or I guess we can play the Dust... well, technically there's all kinds of places we can play the Dust Runner. And I'm not going to waste Inferno Blast until there's more out there. Although it would be nice to take out that Obelisk and whatever else is up there. I probably should have moved that Dust Runner up 1. That's a 4 cooldown Ducal Infantryman though, so it's not doing anything for a while. And I guess I could be using my spare energy to pay for energy here. That's stupid on my part. You all can laugh at me and say, you're too dumb to play Order. What is it on Atmos' stream constantly? It's like, I'm a growth player, so obviously I can pictures and put them on the fridge and say, I'm so proud of you, because that's about the skill growth takes. That's not entirely true. Growth does take more skill than drawing elephants, but I suck at drawing elephants, so that's kind of where I'm at right now. I hope that made sense. But anyway, here I am, wasting some spare energy because I'm expecting him to continually increase my cooldowns on stuff. Brandio, though, getting a Blight Bearer out, which is pretty fascinating. Ducal Skirmisher as well, so that's why you save the Inferno Blast for this kind of stuff. Let's go ahead and do that. And I do kind of want to have that Ether Pump, but we'll go ahead and save that for a rainy day, I guess. And you know what, let's not top deck here. I'll get a Zealot out as well. That's some valuable direct damage. I only have one of them, but the sacrifice is pretty nice. So that sacrifice means technically that the Blight Bearer may not be able to do shit. We'll see though. I may be able to take out the Blight Bearer with this guy, because I don't think there's a way he can move, and I can't artillery him unless he goes back directly, which then I'll just kill him with the Dust Runner. Of course, there's the whole charge coil issue, but let's see here. Just trying to go attrition here. This is where he is able to stack up a lot of stuff in the early game. I have the Violent Dispersal in my pocket, so I'm just casually letting this Automata Forge go down. If he wants to keep using that, that's fine. But we'll just have to see kind of what comes of this. There's a Monstrosity. Interesting. I like Monstrosities. I love the art. I haven't been able to do too great with them here. No Blessing of Haste on that guy, though, so that may be a Violent Dispersal target. Blast Strike as well. Now that is fascinating. Alright, we're gonna play it like this then. Let's see. Let's check and make sure what Blast Strike does first. Blast Strike deals 1 damage to every adjacent unit, so Blast Strike's actually not going to do me a ton of good. Inferno Blast will, though. So that's okay. Let's see if we can get a second one. No, it's just going to be an Ether Pump here. And that's alright. Because we're going to... Let's see here. We're going to... there's not a ton of options here, really. I just hope he doesn't have a Blessing of Haste, I guess, is the #1 concern. Let's see here. Actually, you know what? A Blessing of Haste to you. Sacrifice you, sir. Because we do not like relentless units around here. So there we go. Yay! Once again, should have moved that guy up. At least I'm able to clear stuff. And that's down to 2 health. So I can drop the Ether Pump possibly next turn. Need to start getting some Siege Crackers out, though. That's kind of where I'm at right now. So just gotta wait and see what he does here. At this point, this is where you want to be with energy. You want to be able to take out or stop and deter them from what they're trying to do. So I don't know if he has multiple Monstrosities, but there's some good combos with Monstrosities, and the thing that turns creatures into Monstrosities, and the Watcher, and like Necrogeddon. But it takes so many cards. It's really a late game play, and if you can't stop it by that point, you probably can't stop anything, and you're probably going to lose. But hey, at least it's there. The Stormrunner, though, I'm so glad to have this card on my side because I hate playing against it. But let's see here, Charge Call right there. Harvester as well. Harvester is the kind of card that we save Violent Dispersal for. Aging Knight down here. He's going to attack no matter what. And that's okay. We get a Crossbowman as well. So let's see, what are we going to do here? I could have possibly killed things with this, but for now we're just going to do something else instead, I guess. Let's see here. Do I play the Crossbowman or do I play the Ether Pump? I think at this point it's probably a better play. I don't think he's going to kill 5 creatures this turn, but let's not risk it, if that makes any sense at all. We're going to play the Crossbowman down here because I do not want this guy to get hurt. Well, no, we'll play the no, we were not going to play the Ether Pump down here. We're going to play the Crossbowman down here. We're going to sacrifice the ether pump. We're going to top deck again. And we're going to take care of this business. Which unfortunately means that the Dust Runner... This Dust Runner is not going to be able to do anything. And... So I guess we'll just open the door for some idle damage or taking out one of the Dust Runners here, because that guy is screwed and is going to die almost no matter what. Unless I move the Storm Runner right here. But I kind of want to keep him alive because I can pin that guy in and kill him next turn. So if he takes out one or two of my creatures, that's how it goes. Charge Coil doing its thing. It's nice that it's every turn. I know Ether Pumps are really nice when it's all around extra damage each turn, but Bitter Root, which is okay against ranged creatures like this. And let's see here, it's a 2/2/3. I'm not exactly sure why it's healing by 1, but and when another monstrosity is adjacent, we'll see here. So he's neutering it just a little bit right here. But he's trying to get some stuff on the board. Destroy would actually be pretty useful right now, but we will Metal Heart. That's kind of the card I wanted before. So we'll drop a Siege Cracker here. And we'll see what happens with this. Because he's still alive, he's still in it. I'm a little bit ahead of the game though, as now I'm actually using my spare energy appropriately. He's probably going to Frostwind at just the wrong time for me. So 2 creatures down. If he can... Oh, good there. So the monstrosity's down to 1 health. Once again, I'm not entirely sure why it regained 1 health, unless there's something wrong with it. Vigor Extraction there for some more idle damage, and that's where the Metal Wonder is really coming into play. If things get really scary, I can just... Okay, so he doesn't have a speed focus, does he? Does he? Does he? Nope. Alright, so... Let's get rid of the Metal Heart. There we go. Alright, that's what we want to see right here. Now this is just creatures. So unfortunately there's no great way for me to take that out. So I guess what we'll just do is move you down here. Move you up here. Put the Automata Forge there. And we'll just drop a second. Or I guess we'll drop a Copper Automaton right here just to give me some added flexibility. So I'd love to take out some stuff here. A little more damage. Oh no, I blocked my forge. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, so that's a waste of there. Hey, I spent my energy to run the forge, and then the forge just gets blocked anyway. So fail, fail, fail on my part. Frostwind as well. So yeah, he can Frostwind me if he wants. That's okay. I can try and dodge the Mangonel. There's a Pother. Now that's interesting. Now that's some interesting business right there. Oh, he moved it and it died. I'm still not sure. Does the Bitter Root give extra health or something? I'm not entirely sure how that works. Oh wait, because of the infantrymen. I feel like I'm catching up this whole time. It's like, what the hell is going on? I don't know either. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and move you up here, move you here, move you here. We're going to take that out. Going to drop a second Siege Cracker. We're going to get rid of the Copper Automaton. See what else we can get. Blessing of Haste. Let's go ahead and nip that in the bud. Let's get the second Siege Cracker down here. So yeah, this is kind of what this deck was hoping to do. Is once again, I waste 3 energy and I don't pump my structures. I don't deserve to have these Automata Forges at this rate. Oh my god, this has got to be painful for some of you to watch. So I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. But hey, I get the GG anyway. So at least I'm able to clear him out and take control, and that's kind of what this deck's supposed to do here. So Brandio did manage to win. He did outdraw me, but my direct damage, once I survived the early game in that Fleetness push, was just enough to do it. So this is way to fail. Getting my way to victory number 2, so I'm now 2-1 on Judgment, and we'll see how this goes next time, but that's it for now. Take care.